Hello. How is everybody feeling? How y'all doing? Sharice. Hello. How are you? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Take a seat. Take a seat. Let me share this live out. Add it to my story. We're doing journals again today. But this time we're going to do it. Miss Lynn. Hi, love. Hi, Visionary Collection. I'm doing good. Okay, Miss Sharice, thank you for grabbing your daily heart meme. We're gonna do oh, that's Savage. What's up? We're gonna do journal again, but this time we're gonna set it up a different way. Like the last time we did the A to Z devotional journal. If y'all don't remember what that looked like, we did this. Okay, so we took some devotions. Let me show the other one. And we made the devotion page like this. Today we're going to do a journal, but we're going to do it kind of like my old one. Let me show y'all. This is more so if you wanted to do like a journal prompt on the top, and then you wanted to do like some affirmations on the same page to match, it would look something like this. Okay, hey Miss Angela, hey Coach Joyce, how's everybody feeling? Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Missy! Hey, my girl. Hey, Kyra. Coach Joyce said doing well. Perfect. So this is kind of the setup that we're going to do today. Hey, E. Miss Lynn said, teach me your ways. I got you. Hold on, let me get this. I want to, y'all know how I've been doing TikTok for the replays or whatever. What I want to do this time is actually do it through YT but unlisted, because it downloads a lot faster and it actually shows my entire screen. So what I'm trying to do is get Streamlabs connected so I can get y'all to replay a lot faster inside of the academy. Miss Lynn, I'm going to teach you. Download. What the world? Hold on, y'all. How did you get where you are now? Coach Joyce, we're going to walk through it. I was just showing you an example of what we're going to build. But we're going to walk through that together. The first thing that you can open up is an 8.5 by 11-inch document to get you started. So if y'all going to work alongside me, just go ahead and open up Canva and do an 8.5 by 11-inch document. Angela, thank you for the roses. I really enjoyed the private chat on yesterday. Thank you, Miss Lynn. Listen, I wasn't prepared my dang on self, but it was amazing. Like, love this community for real. I just had to sit in it for the rest of the night and just soak it all in for real. I had to soak it all in. I'm glad you was able to make it. I had my nights and my little nights, my notes and everything ready. Nothing. Hey Harmony, how are you, love? Lola Cat, what's up, girl? I'm trying to allow people to get in the room while I also pull up StreamYards. Why was I sitting here, hey B, debating on if I should post a replay from last night inside the Royal Chat module? Because it's really, literally, y'all, the hour and a half was my community just pouring into me. I can't even explain. But I'm like, do I still post that in the module or no? I don't know. Hey, Tisha, come on, profile pic. Thank you for the heart me. This is right on time because I want to create something similar. I have to watch the playback. Okay, Miss Kyra. You think I should? Okay, I will then. Because I was like, dang, it's just literally y'all pointing to me and not necessarily me teaching anything. So I wasn't sure if I still needed to post it. Yeah, they do. They have the option to watch it or not. Okay, so I'll post that. I'm trying to get StreamYard up. What is happening? Love it or leave it. Thank you for your heart, me. Welcome in, y'all. Get in, get settled, get comfortable. This is what we're doing today for Teach Me Breathe Tuesday. We're doing a journal edition, but we're doing it a little different than we did the first time. If y'all was here for the last one that we did, we kind of did a setup that looks like this. No, kind of, we did it. So where we had the different alphabets and we was doing the A to Z devotional. So today what we're going to do is kind of do a setup like this because there's so many different ways you can do journals. So this was the one we did last time. This is the one we're going to do this time. And I usually use these, for example, for this journal here. This is actually one of my favorite ones I created. Let me see. Because people can't understand the real connections made during meetups unless you've been there. Yes, it was a great meeting. Everyone should see it. I enjoyed it so much, or hear voices from people who experienced it. Y'all right. You right. So this is the journal that I offer on Amazon KDP. I usually order copies of these like when I go to my in-person events and pop-up shops. So if you look inside the inside, this is how those pages look. My daughter loved this one, y'all. So, so this is how it looks. Okay. So we know the even numbers are on the left side. The odd numbers are on the right if you want to print it. Okay. And whenever you're setting yourself up to do something that's digital that you're going to turn printable, it's best to go ahead and set up your size, right? So this is considered a 6x9 journal. So as you can see, my page is 6x9. I had started adding that little buffer of the 0.25. So like a 6.25 by 9.25, just to kind of help you get away from the edges. But this one actually uploaded perfectly with me doing 6x9. So I know with certain people, they do them different ways. But like I said, this is this journal here. And it ended up uploading perfectly as a 6x9. And I just put on bleed. But today we're just going to do the digital version of it. And keep pushing from there. All right. Inside the academy, for those, who is this? Okay, I'm going to check that in a minute. For those that's inside of here, we do have a publishing module that's right here. So inside of this publishing module, we talk about Lulu versus KDP. So if you wanted to check out any of this information, how you get it from digital to printable. So all of that is in here. We won't cover that on live, which I do have a publishing module inside of the academy. Okay. All right, so let's get this thing started. If y'all ready, drop a 1 in the chat. We getting ready to create a digital journal, and we're going to have it set up to where we can use Bulk Create to do prompts and affirmations on the same page, just like you see here. But I'm going to walk you through how we set up a page like this. All right, I see the ones coming through. We're doing 8.5 by 11. Good question, Miss Lynn. Coach, thank you. 8.5 by 11 inch. So I'm going to go to custom size, right? And I'm going to change this first. So go ahead and change your units first. And then you want to do 8.5 by 11. And from here, we want to create new design. You having a good morning? I am. How about yourself? Thank you for asking. I am. I took me a good old nap. I know this time change, that little hour is really messing me up. But I know after like 2 weeks, my kids was just discombobulated this morning too. I said, Lord, this time messing all of us up. But they got it together eventually. But yeah, this little hour messed me up. So I had to get it back. Give me my hour back. I've been working on a couple of things, trying to finish up this workbook today. Okay, perfect. I cannot wait to see it. It already looks amazing, so I cannot wait. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to get this string, y'all. Oh, here it is. Okay, so can I make it? It looked like the StreamYard is going to make me be live on YT, though. Let's try it. Go live. That way I can get the replay inside the Academy a lot faster. That's why I want to try this. YouTube. Create new event. So we want to name this. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. Hey, Miss Becky. Thank y'all for grabbing our daily heart meets. Come on inside. Today for Teach Me Breathe Tuesday, this is what we're doing. I'm trying to get this YT streaming so I can put the replay inside of. Thank you. Look at all the gifts. I appreciate you, love. Hey, Malika. I see you tapping that screen, girl. How are you? So y'all can get the replay a lot faster. Because downloading from TT takes forever, y'all. For real. I appreciate you. Okay, so let's say creating a journal in Canva. And then we're going to do, thank y'all. Come on in. If you're going to work alongside me today, go ahead and pull up your Canva. And we're going to get started in just a second. We're doing 8.5 by 11 inches. And this is the type of page that we will be creating. So we're going to be doing a double column with our bolt create. So get ready for that. Okay, so, oh, here it is. Privacy. I can do unlisted. Or do I want to make this public? That can help with, No, let's do this one unlisted. Okay, how to thumbnail. We ain't doing none of that. Okay, confirm and go live. I think I did it. Hey, Stitches, how are you? Good, fighting the urge to not clock in. Clock in. Clock in. Screen. Okay, so how do I share the screen? Sources, window capture, add source, display. Oh, there we go. Okay. Y'all know I ain't got no sense. Okay, here we go. Delete this. Yes. There we go, y'all. Okay. Perfecto. I don't know how this is going to look, though, now that I'm looking at it. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking at the chat on 1 second. And we're going to roll with this and see what it looks like at the end. All right, y'all. Here we go. Okay, I guess. Hey, Ty. How are you, love? So first things first, we open up an 8.5 by 11 document by going to custom size. We change the units to inches first and then 8.5 by 11. okay? So next, what we're going to do is start building out our main page. Y'all know we consider this our foundational page. So anytime you are changing things, adding things, or whatever to your design using Bolt Create, you always can come back to this original foundation page, okay? So for here, we're going to click T on our keyboard to bring up a text box. If that T on your keyboard does not work for whatever reason, you can always come over here and hit T on this left-hand side panel. And then you can add a text box from here or add one from your brand kit, okay? But for me, only thing I did to make it pop up that fast was click the letter T on my actual keyboard. So this is going to be, hold on, the placeholder for my journal prompt. Okay, so just keep in mind right now we're just building it out, okay? So I'm going to make this a little smaller. We're going to adjust as we get our prompts. But for now, I'm just going to build this right here just to hold that. Y'all notice on the original, I had the date at the top of the page. So give y'all a little glimpse at it again. This is what we're recreating. So what we're going to do there is add another text box, and we're going to do date. Put this at the top. We're just building out the page. L for line. Here with your line bar, you're going to do stroke style, which is the 3 hamburger lines. And you want to change the stroke weight to about a 1. Okay. It makes the lines look just real slim and clean. For example, this is what this one looks like. Okay, just real slim and clean on your paper. All right. I'm gonna drop the whole journal. We're gonna bring this over here. And I like to hold down shift and drag to keep my line straight, just like this. Y'all see this purple box that's popping up? I use this to help me center things. So if I wanted to like center it, that purple box can help you with that. You can also come up here in this top left-hand corner, go to File, Settings, and you're going to see something that says Show Margin, Show Print Bleeding, etc. If you click Show Margin, it actually brings up this box for you and it keeps it there. So if you need this to work, you can just go, let me show you one more time, to File, okay, Settings, Show Rulers, not bad, I'm so used to those, Show Margins. So which line are we using, Miss Lynn? Can you do me a favor and click the L key on your keyboard and the line should populate? Let me know if it doesn't. But the easiest way to get to this particular line is just clicking the letter L on your keyboard. Okay? If for some reason your letter L is not working, okay, it did, perfect. For those, if that doesn't work or you didn't spill coffee and that key sticking, you can come over here to Elements and you can look for the line. But I want you to be very cautious that you get a line from Shapes and not Graphics, because it's going to give you two different things, okay? So you see here in Elements, you have Shapes, or you can click right here on Line. So if I click Shapes, look right here, there's a whole category that says Lines, and it will be this very first one. What's pen? If you're on your iPad, go to Shapes and use the, okay, yes. So Elements, Shapes, and you'll see under the Lines category that there is a L. All right. So that is if you don't have access to a keyboard or you didn't waste coffee and that thing's sticking. Okay. All right. So what I want to do with this line, we went to stroke style. We changed the stroke weight to a 1. Right. So this is hamburger menu option. We changed it to a 1. Once you do that, you're going to duplicate the line. Okay. And let me do something. I'm going to bring this over here. Here we go. I'm going to actually use this duplicated line up here for my date. I'm going to hold down shift and I'm going to make it a little smaller line. So it's like that. I can duplicate this again. And you can just decide what spacing you want between your lines, okay? So I'm going to do about a space like this. Once you do that second space, you hit duplicate, Canva is going to be like, oh, okay, based on the first line spacing that you did, I already know the gap that you want. So the more you hit duplicate, it's going to keep that steady gap between your lines for you. If you want to move a tad bit faster, depending on what you're using, you can either do Command or Control and D in order to make that move faster. All right. So what I'm going to do is do Command D or Control D, depending on the computer that you have. And it's just going to continue the duplication of the lines without me having to continue to click this button. Saves you a few seconds, but we all about saving seconds, all right? We all about saving seconds. Okay, so now we have our lines. And if we want to, depending on how you want your journal set up, let's say, for instance, you had your placeholder here and you like, you know what? I want one more line. Just duplicate it. And look at that. You see that little spacing thing that pops up? That'll help you make sure you keep your spacing the same. So this is a 0.49 when it comes to spacing. When it comes to font size, if this is digital, this is fine. If this is going to be printed, I highly suggest you do this a 12 point, no bigger than 16. So we could change this to a 12. It's going to look super small, keep in mind, but this is what 12 font looks like in person on paper. Okay. I remember when I first made my first one, I did the visual based off of the computer. And when I ordered this sample and it came in person, not only was it thick like the encyclopedia, but the font was so big, I felt like I had created for somebody with bifocals. And I was like, Bree, what were you thinking? Okay, what did you do again to see spacing? I just drag. So when you drag it, it kind of grabs the number spacing for you. Okay. So those first two lines, I kind of eyeball, to be honest. And then if you had to add another line on the top, you will be able to see it by just dragging it until it pop up. Make it happen. It was ridiculous. This is not the font that I'm going to use, Miss Cherise, but this is the Shriek Hand, don't worry about it, Shriek Hand font. That word almost took me up out of here. But I'm going to use Telegraph. So I'm going to go to my text. You do have the opportunity, if you use a place like Creative Fabrica or thefont.com and you got Canva Pro, to upload a font if you have one that's not in here and you want to use. But mine is in here and it's in my brand kit. So I'm going to just do Telegraph from there. You're welcome. Miss Stacy, hello. Yes, we're working on journals. We're remaking a setup that I did on one of mine. So now we got our date. We got our placeholder for our prompt. Let me zoom this in a little bit. And we have our lines, okay? So in order to do this particular look that you're going to see here, we're going to shorten the lines by holding shift so the circle, so they can kind of fit around the circle. All right. So let's do C on your keyboard. So the letter C for cat, C for circle will bring up a circle. You can do whatever shape you want, a box or whatever it is. But I'm going to put it right here. Okay, right on top of my lines. I can click these 3 dots, layer, and send to the back. Because now what I want to do is grab this line, hold down shift, and have it go right here on the outside of my circle. So this depends on the look that you're looking for, can determine how you do your lines. But hold down shift. That can actually stay, and I'm going to tap this up a little bit. This won't really be, let me see. Oh, that's spacing okay. Because it's going to be an open line. Okay, so y'all see how we did that? C for circle. We added it on top. 3 dots, sent it to the back, and then we adjusted our lines. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Sosa. Oh, I know that. Sosa. Thank you, Daphne, for the rose. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hey, Miss Jen, how are you? Can you run through how the lines again quickly, please? I know the... Okay, yes, we're going to run it back, my love. I got you. Give me 1 second. You're fine. Really quick, let me show these lines for you. So, L on keyboard, I'm going to bring it up here. I'm going to go to my stroke weight, and I'm going to change it to a 1, right? Hold down shift to drag it over and keep it straight. I know, right? I got to get used to it. Duplicate it. As you can see, this first one, I don't get no type of sizing. So, I'm kind of eyeballing it right now. And then I can duplicate it and just keep doing Command D all the way down to the bottom of my page. All right. C will bring up my circle. I can position it where I want. 3 dots. Layer, send to back. Then now I can hold down shift and adjust my lines as so they're outside of my circle. Okay, so L on your keyboard, stroke weight of 1, hold down shift to make the line straight, duplicate the second line and do your spacing that you want, and then keep duplicating with that button or Command or Control D to move just a tad bit faster with your duplication. Command D. D as in dog. So when I say Command D, that's a 2-step on your keyboard. So for mine's, Command D. Duplicates. Command D. Command D. Every time I do this, it's going to duplicate it. Okay? You're welcome. All right, so let's delete this. And we're going to come back and place something here. I'm also going to duplicate this because this is going to be my placeholder for my journal affirmations. And we're going to put that in this circle. This is where my affirmations are going to go. If you want to change the color of the circle, just click it in this color palette will open. And you can change it to whatever color you want. So let's go with a pink today. All right. Yes, we're working on journals today, Miss Jen. Last time we worked on journals, we kind of did this type of setup, which our letters change for the different A to Z devotionals with our prompts. Today, we're going to do a different setup, which is this one, where we have our journal prompts with the matching affirmation on the same page, and it's also a date space. So still journals, just a different way to set them up and utilize Bolt Create. Okay. I also think I want to add another line here. Hold on, shift. So it kind of wraps like that. All right. Angel, welcome in. How are you? How is everybody feeling up until this point? Drop some emojis in the chat if you're feeling good. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. This, I just realized that the caption thing on my Streamlabs didn't catch up. So that's probably going to be a bust with the recording. But I just downloaded from TT for y'all. Come on, Miss Cherie. She say she getting it. I don't see no emojis. Do you? That mean y'all just working over there? Y'all just chilling? What's up? How y'all doing? Oh, this teacher. Let me see what. This Neo's teacher. Let's see what y'all boy did today. Okay. Okay, perfect. No, y'all good. I just want to hear from y'all. Make sure everybody's okay. And each and every child greeted me with a hug. It wasn't the bombarding type. It was kind of, we're so glad you're back with us. Oh, okay. That's a good thing. She actually sent that to all the parents about what the kids did for her today. He's not innocent, but okay. Bree, I resized my journal from Saturday and some of the pages are messed up for the lines. How do I fix it? So, Steph, it depends on how big of a difference the resize is. Sometimes that's a manual fix. Or the like, say, tell me what size you went to, like, from. Say for instance, you had a 8.5 by 11 and you went to a 6 by 9. Usually that's not bad, but just throwing it out there. You may have to manually fix the lines if the size was a really big difference. The lines be misbehaving. Sometimes they will. Okay, 6.25 to... So you went from smaller to bigger. Can you manually, like, highlight them and stretch them? Because sometimes this, with the size, the being the way it is, sometimes I've had to just, like, start over. But using bulk create doesn't make, like, starting over so painful. Sometimes the easiest thing to do is start the line. Right. Sometimes it don't make it so painful because you're using bulk create or you're doing the duplication of the lines. So sometimes it do require a good start over if you can't highlight them all and stretch them to that bigger size. So try that, and if it don't work, you may just have to do a good reboot. Good morning, Mama Grace. How are you? So if you were to print this, would the date not be there because it's outside the dotted lines? No, it definitely would be there. The dotted lines is just for my placement so I can kind of stay in the center. So everything on this page as it shows will print. The dotted lines was just for my guidance. I'm doing good, Mama Grace. Thank you for asking. Thank you. Thank you. No, those are not margins. It was just like, it was a margin that Canva has just to help you with centering. Because I like to stay away from the edges, especially if I'm going to upload it to KDP. We miss you, Mama Grace. We miss you, girl. The top part of the page is fine, but about halfway down, they all shifted to the right. Okay, another thing you can try too, Steph. So you see how we got the first line here. Let's pretend like all of these shifted. I'm just gonna, let me just mess these up. I'm gonna mess these up on purpose. So let's pretend like my lines just how, what, why, I don't know, but they just started going crazy, right? So let's say, for instance, this happened. They all just, look, just out of place, just doing what it want to do. You can, if this is your first line, you can line your first line up with your last line, right? So this is where I want it to be. You can highlight all of the lines just like I did here. And you can go to these 3 dots, space evenly, tidy up. And it'll tidy it up. Now, the reason why mine look so funny is because I got these shorter lines that happen here, which is fine because I can now just grab these, bring these back over, and just do some quick tidying. Oh, I missed this one. And do some quick tidying up. So try that because your lines are probably just strictly straight, unlike me, got this little zigzag that's happening. And we're just going to line these back up like this. So you can do that. Have the first one. Thank you for the butterfly dances. You can have it line up that way too. This is not giving straight, by the way. I don't even feel like going through all that. So with your lines being straight, you can try that too. Command Z. Okay, there we go. Having trouble keeping my lines straight as I adjust them around this circle. Are you holding down shift? So hold down the shift key. So literally on your keyboard, the shift key. If you hold down shift while you are dragging your lines, that'll help you with keeping it straight. Y'all, you're welcome. Okay, let's see. B, how are you? Happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome to Teach Me Bree Tuesday. If this is your first time here, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, my name is Bree, also known as Coach Bree. I'm the creator of the DQ Canva Academy. That is what this discount code is for while I'm on live. And today we're going to do journals, but we're going to set them up a different way. Last time we did Teach Me Bree, I think it was Thursday, we did a setup like this. But this time, this is what our setup is going to look like. And we're going to use Bolt Create to carry out this same format throughout the rest of our journal pages. So this takes out having to do them one at a time. Okay? Oh, Lord, I took the code away, y'all. Hold on. I was trying to move it out the way, and I literally moved it out the way. Give me 1 second. Use codes. Okay. I literally moved it out the way. Okay, here we go. Now let's try this again. There we go. Okay. So we just use this part. This is our foundation page. This is what we do to set up our page before we run any type of Bolt Create. Okay. Did I answer all these questions? Nails are so cute. Thank you. Command Z undoes what you just did. So it's an undo button. So Command Z. So holding down shift will help you keep them straight. Command Z if you need to undo. Command D, duplicate. Command C, copy. What is it? Command P? Wait a minute. Copy. Oh, that's a lie. Not P. That's print. What's paste? Lord, I forgot. Command. Hold on. I gotta do it. Oh, I can just use my cheat sheet. Command V. I'm tripping. Who said P? Me. Command C, copy. Command V, paste. So all those type of keys, they work here inside of Canva. Okay. Shonda. Hey, girl. How are you, queen? You good, Missy. Yep. Command C, then Command V. That's for copying and pasting. Sunshine, how are you? Sunshine, you coming to Georgia in July? I think you said that. You know I keep forgetting. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I keep forgetting, girl. Every time I have to ask you 100 times. This is a lot of space right here. Can I put something here? And I know it's because it's an 8.5 by 11 document. Oh, that fills it a little bit. Okay. And then my date. Okay. Okay, let's see. Man, I ain't going back to Houston. I ain't fooling with y'all. I went to Houston once. I ain't going back. Houston don't know how to get me home at a good time. Okay, y'all, we love our page. We got everything set up and it's looking good. What we can do now is go into the second platform that I be using like crazy, and that's Chatty. What I'm in right now is a GPT that I created. As you invest into the DQ Canva Academy, this is one of the LINKS that you receive in your email confirmation. So if you recently joined and you don't know what this is, go back to your email confirmation from me when you invested inside of the DQ Canva Academy. The LINK to this GPT is in that email. Okay. Hey T Lane, how are you? So let me go in here and let's, what am I going to make this journal for? I have to be very intentional. So let's create a journal for, don't forget about Claude. Right, I can show that next. That's no problem. I would like to, oh, I'm so rude. Hold on. Let me say hey to my girl because she'll chew me out for real. Hey, Breezy. So I want to create another journal. The first journal that I did, it was based off of helping entrepreneurs with different prompts and affirmations pertaining to their business, right? So this time I want to create a journal, but I want the prompts and the affirmations to help them more personally, if that makes sense. So help me with 30 journal prompts. Please put them in a list without spacing, lines, or formatting. And then do a second list for the matching affirmations of those journal prompts because they're going to go on the same page of this journal. Let me open up Claude while that's running. So if anybody don't know who Claude is, I recently was introduced to it by Missy. It's another very similar to ChatGPT. That's the easiest way for me to explain it. But I will say it gives different results for sure. It's not so generic. I still use Chatty right now because it just knows me like the back of its hand. But I'm very much so interested in using Claude a little bit more. Okay. So if you're wondering what Claude is, that's what it is. So let me run that. Then I'm also going to run it here. I've not tried Grok. I think it's called Grok. One of the mentors inside of Printify does, and he just absolutely loves it. I personally haven't tried it myself to be able to compare it. But if I do get any more information, I definitely will. Anything is better than that? Okay. Thank you, Kevin. How are you? And happy Tuesday. The build outs are crazy. I think they're called artifacts. I know me and Malika was talking at the thing about Claude, and it definitely be doing its one too for sure. Lena May is in the house. Thank you for my heart, me. Hey, hey. Doing good, Letitia. How are you? Hey, Davina. T. Lane say, I'm loving Claude. April, welcome in. Great job on your live earlier. Okay, so we got our list with our affirmations, but can I talk to you? Is this? No, I don't want to go back and forth. Remove the numbering and spacing between each prompt and okay. There we go. Okay. And we're going to do a little quick comparison of what both of them give us from that same type of prompt. Oh, Bree, don't type that again. We're going to work smarter, not harder. Okay, and let's see what type of results it gives us. So for Zara, I see you. Thank you for the follow and welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new here, my name is Bree, also known as Coach Bree, and I'm the creator of the DQ Canva Academy. DQ stand for Digital Queenpreneurs, but we also have some amazing digital kingpreneurs inside as well. So welcome into the room. Today we are doing Teach Me Bree Tuesday journal edition using Bolt Create. So we are actually creating this journal, current size 8.5 by 11 inches. This is where we're going to do our placeholder for our journal prompts. And this is where we do our placeholder for our affirmations. I know this font looks really small, but this helps us if we turn this into a printable. So depending if you do digital printable will decide the size of your font, okay? And this particular font that you're seeing on the screen is called Telegraph, which is one of my brand fonts. Boss Gigi said, what are the main/important things to say in Chatty to get the list of affirmations? Great question. One of the main important things that I would say is being very intentional about who the affirmations are for and what the purpose of the affirmations are, right? When I wrote this in Chatty, I did it based off of my previous journal that it knows about. I'm very interested to see what Claude says because it don't know about my previous one. But I did tell it that this time as an entrepreneur, I wanted to focus on themselves versus the business. So the biggest thing is tell it. Who is it for? What's that niche, right? That area of specialty, the problems and the solutions. So that way, when it writes your affirmations, it's just another I am smart, I am kind, I am brave. You know, it's going to be specific to their audience about that particular area of specialty going towards a specific problem. So that's the biggest thing, is letting it know more about the purpose of the affirmations. Okay. How do you copy and paste in Canva? So with copy and paste, you can 3 dots copy, 3 dots paste, right? Or you can Command C. So literally on your keyboard, Command C to copy, Command V to paste. So it just depends on which route you want to do. But that is how you copy and paste inside of Canva. DB in the house. Hello, hello. How are you? Mimi, come on, profile pic. Blessed and bold by Mimi. Name update. I'm loving it all. She's asking if you're going to copy and paste the prompts. Oh, I am. Give me a second and I'll show you. Thank you, Missy. So what we're going to do here, and it's going to be Command C for this as well, and Command V. So when we do that, we're only copying the longest one so we can set up our page. To do the rest of these, we're going to copy and paste inside of Bolt Create, which I'm going to show you in just a second. And Bolt Create is going to do it for the rest of our pages. All right. So just to take a peep, this is Chatty. So what does my most confident self look like, and how does she show up in daily life? What limiting belief about myself am I ready to release today? I love that. When do I feel most peace with myself? Okay. What about the part list without? Yes, I usually do that. I try to wait to the end because it usually try to number it. You don't want any numbers, formatting, dashes, or spacing, because when you get ready to do Bolt Create, it's going to acknowledge it as a space, and you don't want that. So I asked it for a clean list without numbering, formatting, spacing, dashing, of none of that, so it can be a clean list for when I copy and paste. Okay, so just a little peek. This is where we're doing our comparison of Chatty versus Claude responses. What does self-love look like in my everyday routine? That is good. What is something I need to forgive myself for? Ooh, these are really good. Okay, so let's take a peep at Claude. And Claude, we got what limiting beliefs about myself am I ready to release today? Oh, wow. Same one. How do I truly feel about the person I'm becoming? That's deep. What does my ideal version of myself look like in 5 years? That's deep. Where in my life am I not showing up? Ooh, as my authentic self. I will say Claude is making the prompts a lot more thoughtful. Like, these are ones you actually have to think about and really hit some points in your chest. You know? Like, when you talk to Claude, you got to have your chest up high. Claude is cooking right. You gotta be ready to take the heat. Ooh, what emotions have I been avoiding and why? That is good. Okay. So I will say between the two, Claude is more what I'm looking for, because when you read this prompt and you get ready to write, I want you to have to really think and sit with it. That's the purpose of journaling. We're not here to just doodle, right? We're really here to grow. And that's the purpose of my journal. Okay. So I'm going to go with Claude with this. Let me look at these affirmations. I release every belief that no longer serves my growth and embrace my limitless potential. So mind you, these affirmations do what? Match the prompts on purpose, because they're going to be on the same page. J Money, thank you for the heart me and welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I am proud of who I'm becoming, and I trust the journey of my evolution. I'm actively growing into the highest and most fulfilling version of myself, because a lot of times, too, I like doing affirmations on the page with the prompts, because sometimes these prompts really hit you, right? And you need a good affirmation to say, you know what? This childhood wound is still affecting my adult decisions, right? We was talking about this a little bit yesterday. It's okay, right? We're going to write it out. We're going to talk about it. And then this good old affirmation right here. Where is it? I am healed, whole, and no longer defined by my past pain. Because we need that affirmation for that reminder, like, okay, yes. Hey, how are you, Brother Corey? This is where we already, this is what we writing about, but I'm healed, I'm whole, I'm no longer defined by my past pain. But I have to release it first in order to affirm. So I love the way Claude did this. Okay, so with that being said, Claude it is. What I'm looking for now is the longest prompt and the longest affirmation, okay? So when you pick the longest one, we're going to highlight it, copy. This does not mean that this is going to be your first one. That doesn't mean that. This is just our foundational page to help us build it out. All right. They're saying that there may be an issue because Claude seemed to be expressing emotions, which is a no-no for AI. Ooh, that's a good one, and I can see that. Like I said, that hit a little different. Like that prompt there really made me think for a second, right? And that's definitely an emotional thing. So I can see that. Well, I just don't look even. But it is. Okay. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. Are you using the free Claude Steph? You already know if it's free, it's for me, baby. I am. I did all that to say yes. And then I'm going to take my longest affirmation. No, it don't have to match, because I'm just using this to set up my page. Okay, I'm just using this to set up my page. That doesn't mean that these two gonna be together. And I actually like this setup. I like this setup. Thank you for my heart, me love. What are we telling chat about punctuations and spacing? So you're basically, oh, my computer about to go dead. Let me find the charger. So you're going to tell it, let me write another one. Please make this a full list with no spaces, dashes, numbering. We don't want none of that. Hey, love. No spaces, no dashes, numbering, or none of that. Let's just go with that. So something like that. Please make this a full list with no spaces, dashes, or numbering. Okay. You can also say, give me a running list. Not now another subscription. Okay. Don't want it. Coach Joyce, thank you for the live gifts. I appreciate you. You can do a lot with free Claude. Now they updated to compete with chat. I see that, DB. Like, they might be stepping on some toes. Malika, what you looking for? Not too much. What you looking for? I don't like Malika's looking eyes. Don't like it. Miss Lynn, are you okay? Check in and let me know you're good. Not you ran out of free. What were you doing? I got questions. So what we're going to do now, y'all, is copy all of them. So we just did the longest one to set up our page. Now that it's set up, how much it cost to upgrade? You know what? Where my pen? Malika, how much that was? I ain't got time. Tell me that cost in the chat. One second, y'all. Hold on. It's $20? Okay. So we got 20. We got Higgsville. We got... You still got ChatGPT, Malika? One second, y'all. Hold on. Come on. You know how to type fast. Come on, Malika. I know, Davina. That's the only thing. Chatty knows me so well. She does? Okay. What else you got, Malika? Don't worry about it. I'll talk to you later. Don't even worry about it, big dog. I got you. I'm launching my cloud migration service today. Help people move all their info. DB, we need that. What time you launching? Look at you. Y'all, prime example of, let me pin this. DB was playing chess. He said, oh, Clyde is going to be a move. All right. He saw a problem happening and he decided to create a solution and offer it during the peak of it happening. That is how you intentionally, and he's still within his niche, his area of specialty. He not just creating it because he knows it's going to be a thing. He still pertains it to his actual business, his foundation, right? That is so smart because just like me and everybody else who's about to say the same thing, he heard that same common thing. Chatty knows me very well. Jazz, how are you, queen? So he created something to help you move that information from chat to Claude. Winner chicken freaking dinner, DB. What time he said? Yeah, I'm definitely taking those cards away. Let me write that down. So 1:30 p.m. Central. So what's that? 2:30 for me. DB gonna be releasing it and I need it. Okay, DB. That's brilliant, by the way. That is brilliant. DB product launch. This is Claude. Because I need that, right? I need that. All right. How are you, beautiful? Claude didn't give Suno prompts as good as Chatty. Ooh, okay. So we got a little gaps and little spaces and stuff, right? Okay. Okay, let me see. I have a question. Do you think it's good to migrate if you've pivoted? Ooh, that's a good question, Malika. That's a good question. So while DB is answering that question, I'm going to show y'all here, okay? So I'm going to copy these prompts, right? And I'm going to go back to my foundation page, which is this one here. I'm going to select this text box. Over here on this left-hand side, I'm going to go to apps. In apps, I can scroll down or I can search, but I'm looking for bulk create. As y'all notice, this time, what did we do different from the last time? Instead of going to Canva Sheets first, we're going straight into bulk create to do manual. Why? Because we're just doing copy and paste in 2 columns. When we did the last one, we was doing A to Z. So we needed to use the magic actions to fill in the space, and we didn't have to do every letter by itself. So when I say there's more than one way to do this, this is a prime example of us doing it another way from when we did this particular journal here. All right. So, bulk create. This time, y'all know last time we uploaded from Sheets. This time, we're going to enter data manually. Bottom left, we're clearing the table. The title of this first column is going to be prompts. I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste. So if you paste here and you get spaces, so 1 has something, 2 is blank, 3 has something, 4 is blank. That means you got space in between where you copied and paste. So you need to go back to that chat and do that removing of the spaces, dashes, and etc. Okay. Hey, Miss P, how are you? Okay, y'all talking in the chat. Okay, y'all good. Make sure nobody need me. Okay. Okay, y'all talking to each other. Sick and okay. The event was amazing, Miss P. I can't wait for you to come. And I pray that you start to feel better very soon and take care of yourself, okay? Okay. Oh, Kelly, that's a great question, my love. Kelly asks, where do people print these? So, Kelly, for the particular one that I'm doing a mock-up of, I actually have these printed through the Big A KDP. You know what I'm saying? So, this was my version of it. I honestly, when it comes to this, I would either have these as printable options through like KDP, whether you send them straight there or you order copies and ship them out yourself. That's totally up to you. Some people have like smaller printing companies that they work with to print these as well. Some people have used Lulu. So it all depends on how you want to get these printed. I wouldn't give my audience the option to print this particular product. I would offer them a printable option through a company like KDP, Lulu, or a local printing service. So it just depends on what you want to do. I use KDP for that particular journal. I'm actually going to upload this one as well. I feel like it's going to be a great journal to be a 2-part to my first one. And I'm going to put that one on KDP as well. That's a great question. Can you show that again? Which part make it happen? Where we did this? Clear the table. Let me back up one more step. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I didn't leave you behind here. So we went to apps. Scroll down. Bulk create. Enter data manually. Thank you so much for answering. Of course, Kelly, and welcome in, my love. If you have any more questions, you let me know, okay? And then when we did enter data manually, if you have anything here, bottom left, do clear table. And this T at the top is title. And you want to do prompts. L'Oreal, hey sis, how are you? For this one, we're going to right click and paste. And that's where we landed. Okay. Gingy, hey queen. This is indeed bulk create, L'Oreal. Hey Miss D, how are you? How are you? Congrats on your event. L'Oreal, thank you. Do you sell it as an ebook PDF? For this particular one, I do not. Can you? You can. But I prefer to get them like printed copies through like KDP, Lulu, or printing service. But can you save this as a digital ebook and have it as a PDF? Of course. You definitely can. You definitely can. And they can write on it in the different note-taking apps like GoodNotes, Penly. You got Noteful, Notability. And they could upload your PDF in a site like that and use it as a digital journal. Okay, so if you do the PDF version, give them some ways that they can use it, like GoodNotes, Penly, Notability, Noteful, OneNote, so many different options. You're so welcome. Okay, so now before we get out of the screen, we have to remember that we need another column. Why? Because we got prompts and affirmations that's going on one page. So what you want to do is click add text right here. Add text. That's going to add you another column. And we need these for our affirmations, so I'm going to do affirm. Okay? So now we're going to go back to Claude and we're going to scroll down to our matching affirmations and copy these. Right click, paste, and we should be matching. I like to spot check these just to make sure that they're lining up right. Okay. Some of these I can tell that they are, yeah, okay. And that they go down to the bottom and match. All right. So now we're going to go to the bottom right hand corner. You're going to see a purple button that says done. And now you have a setup that looks like this. This new button has populated that says connect data. And you have this bulk create window that has also opened. If for some reason your connect data, because this has happened to me before, maybe only once or twice, but it's possible, does not show up right here, that's okay. What you can do is click on these three dots, okay? And you can go down to connect data here. So these two connect datas are the same. Go Gamecocks. But these two connect datas are the same. Okay, all right, Missy? Shout out to everybody in here. If you're new in the chat, can you drop new? Let's welcome you in. My name is Coach Bree. I'm the creator of the DQ Canva Academy. And today we have Teach Me Bree Tuesday. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, I like to come on live and we create something together inside of Canva. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 8 a.m. We get on, we talk, we drop gems, we talk about different foundations. We talk about different things that you need outside of Canva in order to have a successful digital product business. If you hang tight, as soon as we finish this round on this journal, I will show you inside of my community. So when you do invest in yourself and join us inside this amazing community, you'll know exactly what you are walking into so you can prepare yourself to make the best of it, right? The last thing you want to do is invest in something, and the minute you walked in, you don't know which way to turn. So allow me a few minutes to get through this. And then I would love to take you inside of my community so you can see exactly what you would be invested in. This is a 8.5 by 11 inch journal. All right. This is 8.5 by 11. So if I wanted to print this and have it at a smaller size, this particular one here that I did was 6 by 9. This is 6 by 9. It's a little smaller than, of course, your average 8.5 by 11. But I love this size for journals because it gives me pocket. So if I compare this to like an 8.5 by 11, you can kind of see this. Okay. But the particular one we're doing today is 8.5 by 11. My printed one you see in my hand is 6 by 9. Oh, this color is looking crazy. Hold on. There we go. All right. Oh, wait. I missed that first pen one. What was it, Missy? I'm sorry. L'Oreal, I'm going to show you the pages. Give me 1 second. What was... Once I click done for bulk create, what do we click? So once you click done for bulk create, you should be back here. Miss Lynn, you should be here. Once you click done in that bottom right hand corner. And the next thing we're going to do is connect data. Okay. L'Oreal, just a warning, my daughter absolutely loves this journal, so she has her doodling in here, but this is what the inside pages look. So we're kind of remaking one that I've done before. This is what that page looked like that we're creating right now. And then I like doing blank pages because you may need to keep writing depending on how deep that topic is, right? So this is how the pages look. I also included other things in here. I told y'all my daughter love it. like the benefits of journaling, a hey message. This is a QR code I added, a challenge to help you journal, a coloring page. So you can literally add different things inside of here. So it depends on kind of who your audience is, the purpose of the journal, and what you want to do with it. Okay. Oh, she's gonna get her own journal. And I want to, I'm making her and Neil their own products to be able to sell, because she absolutely loves stuff like that. So I'm gonna get my girl together for sure. I'm gonna end this stream on Streamlabs because it's not working. So I'm gonna have to just upload from TT. Okay, nice. Do you show us how to get the physical version? I do. The last time I did it, it was inside of here. So I show how to upload the KDP, how to go from digital to physical, and all of this is inside of Classroom, which we're gonna do a tour in a minute, in the publishing module. Okay. Okay, so let me connect some data. Y'all ready? Stickers. Ooh, what about stickers? Like to go with the journal. I love that idea. Connect data. So with this text box selected, I'm going to select prompts because this is where I want my prompts to go. I'm going to select this other box. I'm going to click connect data again, but this time I'm going to click affirm because this is where I want this to go. Okay. So your connect data, Miss Lynn, should be right here at the top. If you do not see connect data here for any reason, click on your text box, 3 dots, and you should see connect data. Let me know if you do not see connect data in either one of those places. We need to create journals and digital sticker sheets one day. We definitely should. My girl, Marshall, used to do those, so I'm going to have to tell her to come. I do the journal, she do the stickers. And if y'all ever want to see those, come up here and do stickers. And on Classroom, you will see where we did some different ones on digital stickers. But I'm going to have her come back very soon and do some. So you'll see some of the different things that we already have in here for stickers. If you want to jump on it before, I can get her on the calendar. Okay. You see it? Perfect. Okay, Miss Lynn, let's go, girl. My girl just joined us yesterday, and she over there cooking. Come on, Miss Lynn. She over there cooking. Prime example. She said, listen, I'm going to invest inside of this DQ Canva Academy, be a part of this amazing community, but I'm going to put in work. I love it. I love it. I saw a machine that makes the stickers and cutouts just from one picture. Ooh. That don't mean go buy it, Malika, but tell us about the machine for sure. Hey, CeeLo, how are you? Oh my gosh, it was amazing, CeeLo. Absolutely love it. We're going to do the next one in GA in July. So we're going to go to Georgia in July. So y'all stay tuned. Once I find a place, I'll be getting the information out to everybody so we can go ahead and get ready and started on that. You ordered a machine last night. See, that makes sense for you, Stitches, not for Malika. So after we connect data, no, you don't want it. Just put your order in with Stitches. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And then you have your 2 sections here. We're going to hit continue. Create 30 designs. If you do 30 and you hit this button and it says 29, guess what happened? Your T that you had as that first column, you pasted your prompt by accident there. I did it. That's how I know. So you would need to go back to your bulk create that manual part and make sure you don't have any affirmation or prompt or whatever quotes in that title section. Okay? No, but for real, Missy, because what is wrong with Malika? It's another umbrella. We don't need no more umbrellas. Under my umbrella, Ella. We don't need no more. Welcome in, everybody. If you're coming in and you're new, my name is Coach Bree. I am the creator of the DQ Canva Academy. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do Teach Me Bree, Tuesday or Thursday, and do a particular topic or digital product. And today, we are doing journals using Bolt Create. So we have our setup as such, and we're using Bolt Create to put our prompts for our journals here and our affirmations here, okay? So this is our foundation page that we use. Tawana, thank you for the rose and welcome in. We're going to generate. At that top, you're going to see this, and you want to do view design. Our brain wants to do everything. Rebuke it and don't listen. We listen and we keep moving. Because we focusing on one product at a time. Ain't that's right, DQs and DKs? If you already a part of my community, the DQ Canva Academy, drop your crowns in the chat. Drop your crowns in the chat. Look, I got custom phone case machine and getting the sticker machine all to make a bundle. See, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so let me just name this. Instead of having Bolt 1, because it's going to be all the pages, I'm going to name this just so I can do that. Okay. She say she got plans. She being intentional. She done already thought about what she gonna do with it before she invested, and I love it. So I can let you slide with that. Mr. Frank, I love the DK emoji. I love that. Oh, wait a minute. We got a code. Hold on, DB. We like codes. Let me pin this. Y'all, DB getting ready. 1:30 Central. That's 2 p.m. Eastern. Let me write this code down. I love a good code, honey. And it's a DQ code. Ah, DB, we love you. Give us a virtual hug. Y'all. Oh. Let me see. DQ. Oh, Lord, I can't spell. Yes, I can. I just need to slow down, Bree. Don't say that about yourself. Okay. I'm ready. I'm be standing in line like the sneaker drop. Standing in line like the sneaker drop. Right. With the DQ. DB love us. I knew it. Okay. So here we go. So now we have our pages, right? So bottom right hand corner, I click these 4 squares and this puts it in grid view. You probably like, why do I put this in grid view? Because I like to look at my pages at a high level so I can see if I need to adjust anything, move anything, or anything like that. Okay, so this just gives me a high level look. Tawana, thank you for your heart me. Thank you for your roses. I appreciate it. That's a class. I think it's just a digital product. It may be a video. I have to let DB tell us more about it. That's going to help us take our information from Chatty to Claude. When available, can you do a brief run through from after you get the prompts? Miss Sharice, I left you behind. Hold on. Can you do a brief run through from after you get the prompts? Like, so when we did Bolt Create, did you get to the, I know. I left you way behind. Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. So here we have this page, okay? So now that we have these, let's say, for instance, we want to add those blank pages. I can go back to my foundation, all right? And I can duplicate this, duplicate page. And I'm actually going to remove the text stuff, right? Use, delete these. I can duplicate it and do my spacing. So 9, and I can do Command D, and it's going to send it all the way up. So now I can have a blank page that follows behind this page here. So people want to continue to write. You can add an icon on here, an element on here. So for example, mine's on my blank pages, I added this little element here at the top, right? So that's on all my pages. You can do that. You don't have to do it. You can put it behind the lines. It's totally up to you. But this is how now, instead of starting over, I could just generate 30 designs again. And this time when I open up view designs, I'm going to have 60 instead of 30 pages because of my blank pages that now follows my prompted pages. Okay. Y'all remember when I first talked about this book, if you do it printed, the even is the page on the left. Right now, that page is on an odd number, but that's okay because what? We got to still add our cover. We got to add our this page belongs to, our instructions, challenge, or whatever. And we just make sure when we finish that this, whatever page we want on the left-hand side is an even page number. Okay? Okay. What's going on in this chat? What y'all doing? What about the image bulk? So when you're doing image bulk, the biggest key to that is adding a image here. Do I want to show y'all? Let me just show you really quick. So I'm going to, Daphne has been getting me, trying to get me to do this for so long. Here you go, Daphne. I got you. She be like, girl, just show me. So, it's just going to confuse people. I'm going to get so many questions about this, but I'm not going to stay on this DQs. We're going to do this another time, okay? Everybody say okay. Images is not hard. It's just a little bit more steps because you need to have every image that you want on each page, okay? So, let's say, for instance, I wanted a different image on every page. Let's put it in the corner just so y'all can see it better. I know it lost you last time. It's a little more complicated for sure. So let's say, for instance, I want a different image in every corner of this page. So when I set up my bulk create, what happens is when I go to apps, bulk create, I'm going to go back again, enter data manually. So instead of doing an add text column, I would do an add image column. All right. So now instead of the T, it's a picture and it says image. You see this plus sign? So when you click here, this is where you have to add each image for each page. Okay. So I don't have, the best thing to do is make a folder for the images so you can just go in and grab the different pictures. And I don't think I have an image. Let's just grab these. Nope, no images in that folder. Crap. Are these considered images? Dang it, nope. I don't have any images ready to go. Tell me where to go. Tell me where to go. Okay, let's grab Canva. Give me 1 second. Thank you for your heart, me. Let's grab this. So y'all see what I'm saying? You need to add an image to every column. This. It's best to have a folder with all these images in it. I'm just going to do a few. Okay, so let's say, for instance, I went all the way down, and these are all the images that I want to be changed out, right? So bottom right-hand corner, I'm going to hit done. So now when I do connect data, I'm going to do connect data, and this time I'm selecting image. So you must have an image placeholder wherever you want that image to be and change. And then you're going to connect data here, continue, generate. And when I open it this time, you're going to notice on these blank pages, I have those images that I dropped. Y'all see that? So that's how you do the images. So image column, you make sure you have a placeholder on your, wherever you want the images to change. And just have a folder for the images that you want on the different pages, And it makes it easier to drop it in those columns. So that way, when you do it, each page is going to have a different image. So as you can see, each one, I definitely did that the same, but each one will have a different image. Okay? Cool beans? Cool beans. All right. So, Miss Sharice asked me to, let's go back. Let me do this real quick. Stop. I brought the whole thing. I knew that was going to happen. Give me 1 second, y'all. Why don't you want to go away? That's okay. Okay, so once you do your prompts and your affirmations, Miss Sharice, are you ready? You're welcome. Okay. So once you have the list of your prompts and affirmations, you're going to go over here to the left-hand side and go to apps. You're going to scroll down until you see Bolt Create. Once you click on Bolt Create, you're going to then select Enter Data Manually. So apps, scroll down to Bolt Create, enter data manually. Once you select enter data manually, if you have anything here, you want a bottom left hand corner clear table. Missy, let me eat one of my I want to eat one of my beaver nuggets. Let me mute. Hold on. Okay, at least I muted y'all this time. By this tea, we're going to just title it Prompts. I need to get my list of prompts. Missy, stop. Right click, paste. Just for you, my girl. Just for you. Because I know you don't want to hear that smacking. Okay? They're really called beaver nuggets, for real. And not beaver, what you said yesterday. Add text. This is going to be affirm. Yes, so add text. And you doing prompts as the title. And pasting your prompts here. That is not what it's called. It's definitely on the label, see? It's called Beaver Nuggets. Okay? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Okay. So, affirm. This computer is about to shut down at any minute now. I'm going to get my charger, y'all. We're going to copy the affirmations. Right click, paste. Malika, please. Ain't that serious? What wording did you put at the top and circle? I'm going to do this again. What wording? Like, hold on. Let me make sure I understand what you're asking me. When you say what wording, like the prompt, I put This is a placeholder for journal prompts, and this is a placeholder for affirmations. So I just put some mess here to hold it until I got my longest prompt and my longest affirmation. Yeah, I think I put this is a placeholder for journal prompts or something like that. Yes, that's the affirmation in the circle. Correcto. Okay, so once you do these two, Miss Sharice, right? Add text. That brings the column. Title it prompts. Paste your prompts. Add another text. Affirm. This and this, right? And then the bottom right hand corner, we're going to hit done. And then this is when connect data populates. Okay. Hey T-Frame, we're doing a prompted journal, but it has prompts and affirmation on each page. So we're doing a different like setup. DJ Financial Services, thank you for the heart me. How are you? And happy Tuesday. Then once you, ooh, that was a little tough. Hit connect data. You're going to do prompts for this first box. Click this second box. Connect data. Affirm. Continue. And then generate 30 designs. And the box will pop up at the top for you. You will have access to this replay, okay? And once you get through with it, I'm actually going to post. Let me give y'all a heads up, DQs and DKs. I'm going to post a challenge, if not today, probably tomorrow, for you guys to show me the cover and like a few of these pages, maybe 2 or 3 pages from the inside of your journal. Because by now, I know we got some digital journals. I know whether it's set up this way, whether it's set up this way, that's your business. But we're going to do a challenge because I need y'all to start putting this stuff into action. And I'm going to give y'all an example of a good submission for the challenge, right? But y'all have to make your own post. And when I say own post, this is what I mean. Title it whatever your journal is. You don't have to put some here if you don't want to. But then we're going to attach a mock-up of your journal. The cover and about, I'm going to say 3 pages from the inside of it. All right. That's okay, Miss Sharice. I have the replay up for you today, okay? So, and I'm going to tag the replays from this one and the last one on the challenge post as well. So, y'all can go back and look at it. And I'll give y'all a week to get it done. And I'm also going to post the link to the mock-ups that we have. So it won't be no excuse why y'all cannot get this challenge done. DQs and DKs, is that a deal? Is that a deal? Hello, how are you, Alexandra? Thank you for your heart, me. Yep, we need to do a journal. Journal it is. Jazz. See, Jazz don't ever pay attention, y'all. Ever. It's going to be a journal challenge, Jazz. Now, you straight. You know I had to bother you. Missy, deal. And if you already have a journal that you can submit, Missy, that's even better. Because you got one, ma'am. Now, if you want to create another one, you can. But you got one. We just need a mock-up for it. If you already got one, cool. Yeah, I'm going to post it in the group. If you already got one, cool. I just need to see the cover and some of the pages on a good old mock-up. Because we got to work on getting these products out. Any journal, any journal. Can I go back and bulk create into an already created journal? If you do that, Steph, do your bulk create page by itself and then add it into your journal. Because if you try to do it within the journal, guess what's going to happen? It's going to duplicate every single page, the number of times you got available. So you want to do it by itself and do that. Mine is in Stan, so that means we're going to be creating some mock-ups. And then once I see that y'all got these journals, what y'all think I'm going to be looking for next? Because I'm starting to realize the more I pay attention, y'all are sitting on stuff. Y'all are sitting on stuff that nobody knows about. And if it's already, you got to get it listed. Thank you, Tawana. And if it's already listed, thank you, Daphne. We need content. So what y'all think the next challenge is going to be after we do this first one? We're going to be making some content. And that one, y'all going to have to submit at least 2 to 3 videos talking about that product. Because I told you I pay attention. I'm like, oh, man. From the meetup, I learned and confirmed exactly what I thought was happening. I have a tote bag. We'll do another challenge for physical products. Wait, you don't have a journal, Mr. Frank? And it's okay. If you don't have a journal, you don't have one. Don't create one because this is and I would say this in the post too. Don't create one just because it's a challenge. And if it doesn't fit with your foundation, you do not waste your time creating a journal. You do not waste your time. Father, help me now. Amen. Amen. I'm going to try to get this first one posted tomorrow. Right? No, it's not DKs in general. It's all together. Like if he don't have a niche or whatever that doesn't fit journals, I wouldn't dare ask you to create a journal. That is so not cool. Because now you done created a journal that you can't do nothing with. So you want to make sure when you participate in this challenge, I'm going to make sure Missy is the first one to post hers, y'all. Okay, so you good, Mr. Frank. That journal that you got on KDP, I need a mock-up. Okay? I need a mock-up. Let me eat my beaver nuggets to that. 1 second, y'all. I'm definitely not the boss of you, but I'm like that little sister, and y'all know how that go. I don't want to hear it, Missy. Don't want to hear it. Not the nugget. It's so good, Brittany, but I can't eat too many of these. I need to edit my cover. Okay, Mr. Frank, let's get it edited. Oh, what is a beaver nugget? So I went to the Buc-ee's gas station, and this is one of their products. It's called beaver nuggets. This is how they look. And they got this brisket mac and cheese. My God, y'all. Woo! Oh, that's all I'm going to say. Okay. So that is how we create our journal, y'all. That is how we create the journal. Uh-oh. So next, what you can do is your cover. You can do any additional pages that you want to include. Let me show y'all the one that I've done in the past. Where is it? It's gone. I thought I just opened it. Here it is. So this is one that I've done in the past. The one I showed y'all. This one here. That's the inside for this. The reason why I don't have the cover here is because with KDP, you do your cover separately. So that's why y'all don't see the cover. But I got this page, this page, this page. I'm going to add something else to the second journal, though. And then it just continues. So it's 130 pages in the inside. Okay. And then this is the front cover of it. And then this is the back. Do business journals count? They do. They do. Yes. We got to make a mock-up, Davina, because we got to start marketing and getting this stuff out there. We got to get it out. Okay. My to-do list. What's on your to-do list? They are so good. Let them know. See, they think I be tripping. I ain't tripping. They so good. Why you stressed, Tisha? What's wrong? I need to connect the data and I'll be good tomorrow. Look at you, Miss Cherise. Let's go. What's need to go in the front after this? So nothing if you're doing a physical, because your cover would be that front page. And I did it separate because it was KDP. But if you're doing a digital one, it would be your cover. So your cover would go on that first page. Okay, sorry. I'm back. Let's create a cover real quick. What time it is? Okay. I got like 10 minutes and I gotta go get these churned. Gotta get these churned. Before I create the cover, I promised y'all to show y'all what y'all would be invested in if you're not already a part of the DQ Canva Academy. This is the inside of my community called the DQ Canva Academy, where I am surrounded, by 725 amazing DQ's digital queenpreneurs and DK's digital kingpreneurs, and together we literally make up this amazing community, y'all. On the community tab, we have different wins, testimonies, questions, updates, like anything that you want to share. You do write something, title it, body. These are different attachment options, and select the correct category depending on your post. Okay. Also, this is a classroom. You will find different modules inside of here depending on what you're looking for. My advice to you, there's so much information in here that I want you to make sure when you enter this space, the first thing you do is sit down and gather your foundation. If you don't know what that is, this module can help you. Make very clear of your audience, your area of specialty, the problems they're having, the solutions, and then we build from there. Live class replays. We do 3 exclusive classes a month. This month, we're focusing on platforms to sell on. So we did a Stand and Beacons class. We're going to do ETSY this week. Shop to Defy next week. Royal chat sessions every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. We get on Zoom to have a chat session, right? Ask questions, do updates. Last night, this amazing community literally spent an hour and a half. I can't believe it myself, just pouring into me, and I needed it a lot more than they know. I made a whole thought that said Next Level Coach Bree activated. I was like, oh, I feel good. Y'all hear how I'm talking today? I'm here. Oh, I needed that last night, y'all, because sometimes you really just need that reminder of I'm right where I need to be. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing exactly what I was called to do. I got to keep pushing no matter what, right? And I messaged you asking what that looks like, right? That just looks like me continue to push what I've been doing. I felt myself back off a little bit about the push that I used to do with this community. And I feel that push again, right? And now that I feel that push again, I feel like, okay, we gotta amp this up. We gotta get this going again. And challenges was one of the things that we loved inside of this community, so I'm bringing it back. Okay. And then just little things like that that was just hitting me last night that I'm like, okay, let's go, Bree. Coach Bree, let's go. Sorry, I just joined what our class is next week. So next week is the shop to the 5. We got to put it together because we can't see it on here. But shop to the 5. Okay. And all those replays when we do classes are inside of here. Okay. The TT Live replays are in here. So I'm going to post the one that we did last month in the challenge post, but it's already in here. TT Live replays. So you'll see different categories depending on what you're looking for. Okay. We also have Canva modules, of course. So our 4-step process is foundation, Canva, listing, marketing. And they're in that order. So foundation, these are the Canva ones. Beginners, start with Canva 101 and work your way around. We only learn and study the tips and tricks that help us create the one product we're working on at a time. Do not try to learn every single thing about Canva, about this digital product business, because it's there. That is how you overwhelm yourself. That is how you start and not finish so many things. You have to stop doing that, right? And then stop allowing your products to collect what we call digital dust. We need to create mock-ups, hint the purpose of this challenge that's coming up. Get it listed on these platforms if it's not already, and get the marketing and creating content. So we actually already have information and classes inside of this creating content and marketing modules, but I love doing refresher classes as well. But in the meantime, y'all already have everything y'all need in these modules. If you're not sure which module something is in, type it up here. Content. Search. Make sure, because it would default to community. Make sure you come over to classroom and look at that content and marketing mini class. This is the one we did with Coach Matt. We already have stuff, y'all. Just go search for it so you can continue to push. You don't want to get stagnant. You don't want to get stuck waiting for something to happen when you have the resources and stuff at your fingertip. But you have to slow down, ground, and gather yourself first so you can have a clear mind on where to move next. A lot of times you feel like nothing is working, or you feel like you're on this hamster wheel, because you are. Get off of it. Get yourself grounded and centered, and then move according to the tool that you need on your toolbox. Day 4. Let's go. I'm so ready for that. We got Printify Bootcamp the end of this month. So if you haven't invested in your spot for that yet, I'm going to drop the link in the community again, because y'all get first dibs on my boot camps, and then I'll put it out to everybody else, okay? Do you have it listed? Do I have what listed? Which one? Okay, so this is what you get inside. We do have some more module that's coming. Hello, love. How are you? Yes, it's listed. You just don't see it on my store because it's only for the academy. So I have to continue to share it to y'all. I'll make another post so it can come to the top. But it's not on my store just yet. It's listed on my landing page, so nobody can get access to it until I give y'all a chance to get it first. Okay? But I can easily move it once I'm ready to put it to the public. So these are some more modules that we have coming. So stay tuned for that. And I think we already have. You can search, like I said, for Printify, and you're going to see. No, let's do Bootcamp. Oh, you know what? I think I sent it to people individually. Yeah. And it's in the 3-2. So I'm going to make a post for it to make it easier for y'all to find it. Okay. I know. I got to get the modules up ASAP, Steph. You see, I already got the setup. I got to just now drop the information in there. Like, a lot of people is waiting for this replay. So the boot camp modules will be paid modules because these are the replays and the resources from the boot camps that we're having. So I will get those up as soon as possible. as soon as possible. On your calendar, you'll see all the different LINKS's for the weekly call, right? Any of the lives I have, bi-weekly co-working sessions that we do together every other Thursday. And I need to add the ETSY here in the Shop to the 5. Okay, so we did a GPT class back the end of February. We did Stand Store and Beacons last week. Then we're going to do ETSY tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. And Shopify, I'm going to say it really quick for y'all, next week at 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay? Says, am I able to update my email address in the school? Send it to me. I may have to do it because I'm not sure how you would do it. So send it to me and tell me your old email and what you want it to be. And let me see, can I do it? Thank you so much, Ty. Okay. Message me, please. So if you're ready to join us inside of the DQ Canva Academy and really get serious about taking your digital product business to the next level, let me show you where you will enter code LIVE33. Once you make your investment, you're going to get 2 emails. One is just a receipt, and one is going to be where you find the LINK to join the school community that you see up on the screen. And then also there's going to be one that gives you access to my ChatGPT GPT that I have. Okay, in order to access that GPT, it does require ChatGPT Plus, just to let you know. So right now you guys are currently in the live. Hey y'all. Top left, so right here where you see the tip of my nail, you want to click on my profile picture. Once you click my profile picture once, you want to click my profile picture again, and it's going to bring you to my page. This is my only page. I don't have not another one, okay? This LINK and my BIO will take you to my stand. So you're going to click here, and you're going to click it again. This very, not first option is my Canva mini course. Let's say, for instance, you like, Coach Bree, I'm not quite ready or confident just yet, even though you will be once you join the Canva Academy. Let me just get my feet wet with Canva, then I promise to come visit y'all later. That is what that mini course is for. It's all strictly Canva. All right? If you want the whole shebang, then you want to do this second one. Regular price $307, worth every penny, but you're going to click join the DQ family. Scroll past all these goodness. Feel free to watch if you want to. It's totally up to you. And then when you get here, this is where you're going to put your code, right? Y'all remember that LIVE33? It goes here. This LIVE33 is going to take off 60% of your one-time investment. You can have different payment methods here, or you can use the 4 for 4. Either the chicken sandwich or the bacon cheeseburger. What is it? Bacon junior cheeseburger? That one. So you got 2 options, okay, if you need to split it up into 4. But make sure you put your code in first. Live 33 is going to go right there. And then you're going to hit apply. It's going to drop it from 307 to 1 something. Yes. Do it, and you'll be good to go. All right? If you want your entry song that we love to do for you guys, make sure you say in, I've joined, or whatever the case may be, and we're going to let you in. And I just realized it's 2 o'clock. Is there anybody that I'm waiting for to join? Because I'm going to hop off, but I can be sure to do your song and get everybody to follow you once I get back on. I will be back on tomorrow, 8 a.m. I won't be teaching nothing as far as the computer, but it'll be me showing my face and actually talking through some things to help you. Okay, if not, you can always message me. And we can go from there as far as getting you inside of the community, okay? I know I got to get you churn, B. I love y'all. This was an amazing live. DQs and DKs, get ready for our challenge. And we're going to keep pushing and going from there, all right? Y'all have an amazing Tuesday. We have no class tonight, so y'all are free. I will be across the... What I was about to say, across the hallway. Across the street at 5 p.m. Eastern. Other than that, I'll see y'all tomorrow. DQs and DKs, like Coach Bree always say, even when life turns you upside down, do not let your crown fall.